Good evening, I'm Beth Farnsworth.
And I'm CJ Ward. We begin at 6 o'clock with the Isla Vista bluffs. They take a pounding by the waves and heavy rain, and one section came crashing down this morning right where residents live.
And News Channel reporter John Palmentary joins us now live. And John, this might not be the only area of concern.
Yeah, the waves are pounding hard right now as the tide is coming up here on the Isla Vista coastline. And one of the properties that overlooks the Pacific Ocean here in Isla Vista lost a big chunk of the soil underneath its balcony this morning.
A shocking sight on the already unstable Isla Vista coastline has raised concerns again. After a night of steady rain that followed a stronger weekend atmospheric river, the bluff and supports on one balcony gave away.
I woke up and they had us evacuate.
This is about 40 feet above the beach, and at high tide it's all water down below. The Isla Vista coastline is known for its history of erosion, and some buildings have been cut back to keep residents safe.
I'm not worried about it because where we're sleeping at, we just wake up. It would be the deck, not our rooms and stuff. But yeah, it's been a precaution. It's in our lease and stuff that this could happen.
A building inspector says he saw something similar at the edge of a structure 5 years ago.
2019, about this time of year, had big rains, land gets soft. That was pretty unusual. That reshaped much of the bluff policy.
This may be the most obvious area of erosion right now from this storm, but many of the residents say there are several other locations that could be just as vulnerable.
A nearby resident has been keeping an eye on several properties that continuously fall apart and into the ocean.
Pretty much bound to happen, knowing that I surf out in front of those houses all the time, and you can see the erosion of where the houses and the property line once was 15, 20 years ago. So it's bound to happen. It's inevitable. It's going to happen no matter what.
That's your target.
The area was personally inspected by County Supervisor Laura Capps, who heard about the slide during the weekly meeting.
There's still risk of bluffs caving like we just had this morning, of trees falling down. So stay vigilant for the next few days. Don't necessarily go to the edge.
One resident said the waves this time around were huge and very explosive against the properties.
I hear this big thunder noise or whatever, and then this huge wave just comes up over the patio, and I just look up and I'm just well.
For those living a couple of buildings away, this was unsettling.
As terrible as it might be for them, I'm also thankful it wasn't any other decks as well.
I mean, that one's completely collapsed, and the one right next to us is also just completely vacant, so I just assumed maybe we were fine, but then I woke up and saw that.
And these neighbors are going to be watching the broken bluffs very closely in the days ahead.
I think so. I think the rest of that dirt pile is going to fall right off, and some of the fence too, for sure.
One of the residents out here was walking along the coastline while we were out here this afternoon and said he looked up and heard some noises and did see yet another piece of the bluffs come down right near where he was, and they took off running. He was with a friend. The Isla Vista Community Services District out here is having a town hall meeting with the county next Tuesday night, and we'll share more information on that as we get closer to it. And the topic will be how they're examining the bluffs and what the future is for safety and security out here. Reporting live along the Isla Vista bluffs overlooking the Pacific Ocean and the balcony that came down this morning, I'm News Channel reporter John Palmentary.
All right, thank you, John. Crews are